So finally, the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 has launched, and although at the surface there may not seem like much of an upgrade, there are actually quite a few meaningful changes once you look closely at what DJI has done here. On paper, the sensor story looks unchanged because both the Pocket 4 and the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 use a 1-inch CMOS sensor. But this is one of those cases where same hardware doesn't mean same output. The Pocket 3 was more video first with limited still capability, while the Pocket 4 pushes that same sensor much harder. The 37 megapixel SuperPhoto mode captures images at a much higher resolution and even supports RAW, which means you get far more detail and flexibility, especially if you want to crop or edit later. It's not a native resolution bump, but a computational mode that pulls more out of the same sensor. And when you combine that with improved processing, up to 14 stops of dynamic range, better frame rates, and 10-bit color depth, it becomes clear that DJI is extracting far more out of this sensor rather than replacing it. However, there is one glaring omission here. There is no HLG profile. For a camera aimed at quick turnaround creators, forcing people to grade D-Log instead of offering a ready-to-publish HDR workflow is a frustrating choice. But strangely, while they left out HLG, DJI added some serious high-end professional features. The Pocket 4 now has built-in timecode with incredibly low drift, less than 1 frame over 8 hours. Plus, it supports DisplayPort output for live streaming at a full 4K/60 frames per second. These additions actually shift the Pocket 4 from just being a vlogging camera to a legitimate B-cam for professional studio setups and multicam podcasts. On top of that, DJI has also added 6 new film tone filters and a built-in beautify option, giving you more polished colors and skin tones straight out of the camera without needing extra editing. Videos where the jump becomes obvious. The Pocket 4 now pushes up to 4K at 240 frames per second for slow motion, doubling what the previous generation could do, while still keeping 4K 60 as the standard. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, DJI added a new slow shutter video mode, allowing shutter speeds down to 1/4 of a second. Because the camera uses a true mechanical gimbal rather than just digital stabilization, you can actually capture incredibly smooth trailing light shots and motion blur sequences handheld, something that is nearly impossible to get clean on a smartphone. That alone changes the kind of shots you can get out of such a small camera. At the same time, DJI has added a proper zoom system with a dedicated control, letting you switch between 1x and 2x lossless zoom at 4K, with higher zoom levels available at lower resolutions, though those are no longer lossless. Physically, the changes are subtle but important. The Pocket 4 now weighs around 190 grams, and while earlier expectations suggested it might be lighter, that didn't happen. In reality, that extra weight actually helps with balance and stability during handheld shots. The 2-inch rotating OLED display is now brighter at 1000 nits and reveals additional controls in landscape mode, including zoom and custom buttons, which reduces reliance on the touchscreen. Combined with the refined button layout, it makes the camera feel more responsive and closer to a traditional shooting experience. The gimbal system is still a 3-axis mechanical setup, but the tracking driving it has taken a huge leap, which is where the Pocket 4 quietly makes one of its most meaningful improvements. ActiveTrack 7.0 is vastly superior when it comes to keeping dynamic subjects sharp, but the real game changer is that you can now use ActiveTrack while punching in. The Pocket 4 allows you to lock onto a subject and track them seamlessly even while using the new 2x lossless zoom, and it even supports tracking all the way up to 4x. That simply wasn't possible with the basic zoom on the previous generation. In practical use, that means you get the tighter framing of a zoomed-in shot without losing the hands-free autonomy of the camera's tracking. Gesture control isn't entirely new in DJI's ecosystem, but on the Pocket 4 it's far more refined and actually useful. You can now start tracking with a palm gesture and trigger recording with a peace sign, turning it into a truly hands-free camera, something the Pocket 3 never fully nailed. Battery and storage upgrades are more practical than flashy, but they matter a lot in daily use. The 1545 mAh battery delivers up to around 240 minutes, or about 4 hours, under lighter conditions like 1080p at 24 frames per second recording, and in more typical mixed use, you're still looking at a few solid hours of shooting. DJI has also added 107 gigabytes of high-speed internal storage while still allowing flexible workflows, so you're not always dependent on external cards. When you do need more space, it supports micro SD cards up to 1 terabyte, And the new USB 3.1 connectivity enables wired transfer speeds of up to 800 megabytes per second, meaning offloading massive 4K files to your laptop or SSD is incredibly fast. On top of that, audio has quietly improved as well, with a 3-microphone array for spatial recording and native support for a 4-channel setup when paired with external transmitters like the Mic 3, making it a more complete creator tool overall. Pricing in bundles are fairly straightforward. The Pocket 4 starts at around €479 or £429 for the base version, while the standard combo sits slightly higher at €499 or £445, and the creator combo goes up to about €619 or £549. Adding accessories like the Mic 3 transmitter, wide-angle lens, mini tripod, and a fill light, which is quite handy with 3 brightness levels and adjustable color temperatures from 2800 to 5500 Kelvin. But there is one small catch here. Unlike the previous generation, the battery extension handle is no longer included in the creator combo. It is now sold separately, which is a pretty noticeable downgrade considering it gives you an extra 1080 mAh for 62% more runtime. And honestly, it's the kind of change that's probably going to spark some discussion. However, one of the biggest talking points isn't the price, it's availability. DJI has confirmed that the Pocket 4 is not launching in the United States at the moment due to pending authorization issues, which is a pretty major limitation for a product like this. But honestly, whether you are affected by that US delay or not, there is another massive reason you might want to hold off on hitting that buy button just yet. Just hours after the standard Pocket 4 launched, crystal clear teaser videos of the Pocket 4 Pro were leaked online. It's no longer just an expectation. The leaked footage shows a true dual-lens system featuring a 1-inch main sensor paired with a dedicated 3x optical telephoto lens. DJI is likely letting these Pro leaks slip out early to aggressively steal the spotlight from the upcoming Insta360 Luna. So with that kind of hardware battle heating up right around the corner, it might actually be worth waiting a bit to see what DJI does next. If you found this helpful, consider liking the video and subscribe for more like this. Thanks for watching. Peace.